excuse me.
Milty,
I so move to accept Linda as vice chair.
do I have a second? Virginia,
I'll second that motion.
all in favor say yes.
Right.
Aye.
All opposed, no. We have Linda as vice chair. Thank you, Linda. Then we will move over to the Department of Operations, the monthly report. Rob.
Good morning. So we're happy to be back at work and going strong. We're trying to make up for all the appointments that we lost. If you could look in we'll start with the first one, which is the scheduled appointments for May. We only had the 3 walk-ins, but we had a lot of phone calls. Doing most of the stuff, we were still working at home, so those numbers will still be low. If you go into the actual, the awards received, we had a couple that were adjudicated, some large payouts that we actually had from the Blue Water. We're still working through those, so those are good. We had one that was a significant amount, and we had a couple others that came through. One of them was our veteran who had passed away, and we were having his wife as supplemental claimant, so she actually got awarded the claim. They adjudicated it, saying that he was Blue Water, so therefore she got paid out. We're still fighting that case, actually, because I'm going to go back and do what they call a clear and undeniable error to show that he filed for a long time ago, and they only had backdated it to 2016. It should have been backdated to 2006. So I'm still fighting that one. She came into the office. We have started the paperwork for that. She will also be getting DIC, which is $1,600 a month, give or take. That she'll be guaranteed now that he is service connected from Vietnam for the Agent Orange exposure. So we will be starting that paperwork. Our appointments since we started last week have been extraordinary. Getting at least 3 to 4 a day, trying to get everybody in there that we couldn't get in beforehand. So our office is definitely moving faster. You'll see our numbers go up. Overall for the year, we've definitely increased the money coming into the county by a significant amount. We're projecting to beat our last year's numbers by almost 200,000.
Oh.
And what does that do to?
Most of that is due to, we've actually seen an influx of a lot of newer soldiers that are coming out of service that are coming back to the county, which is nice to actually have those veterans coming back. Most of the awards are based on the fact that now that we had the Blue Water law that was passed, all this money that has been owed to our veterans that actually lived in Kewaunee County prior to, they're getting these payouts. And then even after the payouts, you got to realize that, that also for the widows opens them up to a pension that they can get for DIC and stuff like that. So that's where the money is coming from.
Okay.
So you said prior to living in Kewaunee County, so for the Blue Water, so some of these that they're going back, do they not live they lived in Kewaunee County when they applied, or now they don't live in Kewaunee County?
Some of them don't live in Kewaunee County anymore. So, as our veterans have moved, you see some of them that we actually have worked before that have left the county.
Yep.
But the original claim came through us. They're just more comfortable coming back to our office for us to finish off that paperwork and stuff like that. We track that number too. So at the end of the year, the report comes out, says Kewaunee County has this much coming into it based on the VA. We take the veterans that we've helped from outside the county and have that as a separate line so that you all can see that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because some of that's a significant dollar amount.
You're right, exactly. That's what caught me was prior. I'm like, so, hold on here. I just lost. I'm doing this off my phone, so bear with me. Okay, any discussion, anything else on this that we talked about? Is there anything else from you, Rob?
Yeah, so I did get a hold of the Tavern League. Is actually this year we were supposed to be doing in June. Supposed to be doing the golfing event. They are donating money to our donation fund for the veterans. That was canceled, obviously, with everything going on. She did contact me last week on Friday. They are going to be doing that again. So it's still going to be, now they moved it to August 31st. So I'll start getting some information out on that one. The golfing event, then they will donate money to our donation fund from whatever we raise. So I'm getting veterans out there to help them and try to raise the awareness of the veterans in the community and stuff and our needs.
When is that date?
August 31st. At the Scotts Golf Course.
Okay. Um, if that is done with your monthly reports and this little extra, travel approval. This is your big spring conference that we do, correct? This is
Yes.
one of the big ones.
So the spring conference this year, we're actually looking at a couple of different ways that I'm trying to save money for the county. Right now, due to everything going on, Nationals, which is the NACVSO organization, they are actually looking at offering the accreditation via online, which would be beneficial because that would also count as our continuing education portion. So I'm waiting for that email to come out. Right now, as it stands, I have planned for me and for Tara to go to our spring conference in Kashina to attend for our continuing education we're required to have every year. If National does the online portion of that, then we would just pay the registration fee for Tara, and then she would actually do that. She would get her nationally accredited, which is great, and that would also count as her continuing education.
Okay.
So she would not have to go to the conference whatsoever. It would just be the $60 it would cost for the registration fee in order to do it,
Okay.
and we do it locally. I'm still waiting for more information. That came out last week. I sent it to her. We did a survey. The president of the organization sent out another news thing that said they will be doing it. Their training team is now trying to put it all together, see how it's going to look.
And when do they think that is?
They haven't given us a date yet.
Okay, they haven't.
For the online portion. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen on that one. Once I have that information, then I will then present it to you all.
Okay.
For right now, as it stands right now, our travel for, if we do spring conference for
Yep.
the WDVA portion of that, it's going to be the 26th through the 30th of July. We'll go down Sunday night. Training is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll be coming back Thursday evening.
This is the one with both of you,
Yes.
correct? Then there's another one in fall
And
where
that's
it's,
what I go to.
that's the one that's like a week one, right? Almost. Okay. Okay. So then you'll keep us informed on the national one.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that the national accreditation, that's another great one to have. I'm nationally accredited. Getting Tara national accredited would be beneficial to the office. Then the NACVSO has a lot of pool when it comes into appeals and stuff that I actually have in DC. So if we actually had somebody who needed to have that access, we could actually access their files by being nationally accredited. The national accreditation also then cross levels to other organizations in order to allow us to do accreditations with other ones. Tara has most of them already. The national would just be another pin on the board to say that we could actually, do those cases for those who are already coming to our county from them.
Okay. Any questions? Overtime report.
0.
Oh, yes. Well, don't we
I do.
normally have a piece of paper? That's maybe where I got caught off. Okay. So can I have a motion for this spring conference that is going on in July for them to attend, both of them? Do I have a
The
motion?
July and the fall one?
Nope, the fall is different. Yep.
Okay,
I was just correcting that this is the one where they both attend in fall, then Rob just attends.
I'll move to approve that travel request.
Do I have a second?
I so second.
All in favor say yes.
Yes.
All
Aye.
opposed say no. Okay, and where do I sign, Rob? Oh, right here. I got it. Do you want me to date it or not?
Yes. go
Okay,
ahead.
okay.
And I'll caveat, they're still looking at, with everything else still going on, they're not sure if this is going to happen. So the itinerary we have on there right now is what they plan on doing. If that changes, we're constantly monitoring the forums and seeing what's going on with it. They're still planning it, but a lot of counties are now saying, no, you can't go because of cuts and other stuff. So we're still waiting to see what happens. If they don't get enough participation, they will cancel the entire thing, and then we'll try to do an online portion.
Okay.
So the other question then, Rob, would be if they decided to maybe bump it out later, or would it be all or nothing? It's either going to happen or it's not?
At this point, I think we're at the point where, because we're going to run into fall. So if they bump this one again and say, no, we're not going to offer it, then that means everybody's going to try to make fall, which that empties most of the counties of your assistants and your CVSOs at the same time. That's really bad. So we will look at different avenues, hopefully, to try to get some online that would count towards her continuing education and mine.
Okay.
That way we meet the regulation for accreditation.
Okay.
But yeah, if they bump this one, I guarantee that there won't be another reschedule. It'll just go into fall. They'll
Or
just
online.
cancel it. Or online. That's what we're fighting for right now. We're really fighting for, we need to do online courses at this point because so many people are not able to travel and not being able to go to the conference that it'd just be easier for everybody. To
We've all gotten accustomed to it.
And you need so many hours, Tara, correct, a year, and that's why we usually do this conference in spring because you get them all at this conference. Yep. Okay. Okay. Well, keep us informed then, Rob.
I will.
Okay.
I'll submit this. If that changes, I will reach out to you directly.
Okay.
And then if it's too soon before the next meeting, so
Okay.
just so you know what's going on.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Over time, we went through any other matters that we would like to talk about. We're all good. Next meeting. We have the July meeting set, which Tara, I believe we had went over that already following the meeting on July 13th. So that one is in stone, and we are going to go back to the meeting room downstairs. Okay, our original spot. Then we, as health, we booked August 10th. Would that work for you to follow after that health meeting? August 10th? Does that seem good?
1 second. Just the Casco Legion. Oh, yep. No, that's a good.
Okay. All right. Then we will do August 10th, Monday, and we will see you next month in July on the downstairs on the 13th. So at this time, if there's no other discussions, I'd have a motion to adjourn. Do I have anyone to make that motion? Milty?
I'll second.
Jeff second. All in favor, say yes.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
So don't say something wrong.
Please, no.
Colorful metaphors.
Did you have church services this past weekend for the general congregation? Or is that next weekend, as the Catholic Church started doing in the Green Bay Diocese?
I've had them for the last 3.
Okay. Any restrictions on amount of people that can come, or?
We have every other pew taped off, hand sanitizer at the door, everything is printed, so you don't have any books. So we've got some basic precautions in place, and I've added an extra service so that we keep the numbers down. The week before, so now I'm doing, this week I did 3 services. The week before I actually did 4. The week before that was Memorial Day weekend, so yeah. So we're using some precautions.
Excellent, sir. Thank you for coming, sir.
Not too bad about that tire.
So I think I get that, but I think that like when I was telling Scott, Scott had a conversation, he said be careful because my it can be misconstrued.
Right.
So as a department head, I think that as a committee and
Excuse
all
me.
the different committees that we have that runs the county,
We're still on.
actually for us to do public service and actually have you listen to our veterans. So I could have given you the veterans' point of view.
Right.
I have veterans that were locked down in their houses. I'm not going nowhere, Rob.
Yeah.
So to give you what my veterans are saying, for you all to have that weigh in, I think that it would make us feel more involved with the decisions.
Right.
Now, the board does the decision all by itself, but I understand that. You are the governing organization.
Well, me and Aaron do. When we came up with this, listening to people, the phone calls that were coming in, we contacted Cindy. I contacted Pastor, and then I contacted Eric, Jeff. And I told them, I gave them the stories that directly came